and welcome to this week's very special bridal episode of Powerful Stuff. I decided to do this bridal episode because I have a lot of friends getting married, and I remember in my wedding, one of the best things that I did is envision my wedding ahead of time, do a little meditation to slow down, to drop into all the love that was around me. And in fact, if I could go back and do it again, I would do it even longer because as a bride, there's so much planning that goes into a wedding. So many people from all over the world who come to see you get married from all different parts of different worlds. And it can be quite overwhelming, and sometimes overwhelming in the best way possible, sometimes overwhelming in a way of stress of all these people are people who traveled really far to see you, and you really care about them and you want to make sure that they have a good time. But the number one way to make sure everyone has a good time is by first ensuring that you have a good time. And it's like putting the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on others, right? Especially at a wedding, because everyone's there to celebrate you. And as they're there to celebrate you, the more fun you're having, the more relaxed you are, the more you're allowing yourself to unwind, the more other people will feel the permission to do that, the more your vibe will be magnetic because you are the energetic set point for your wedding. And one of the best pieces of advice I ever got for my wedding was don't act like the host of honor, act like the guest of honor, meaning as a host, you're running around. Are you doing okay? How are you doing? Wanting to include people, kind of always thinking of the running to-do list. But as the guest of honor, you're saying, you know what? This is here to celebrate my love with my partner. And I trust that even if the little details don't go exactly according to plan, that when I look back at this day, it's going to be about how much fun I had, how much presence I felt, how much love I felt. And so being the guest of honor just means doing what you want to do and releasing permission, releasing obligation of what you think you should do or what you think you need to be doing, not staying forever in conversations that you feel cornered in, excusing yourself. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to say hi to these other people. Taking a moment to yourself and to your partner to reset, to recenter on your love, to savor the little moments. So we'll go into a meditation, but that's my biggest advice and hope for you is that you can release obligation and become your own guest of honor. And before we get started in the meditation, I'll kind of have two reflection questions and we'll revisit them at the end. But how do you want to feel after your wedding? When you're looking back at your wedding photos, when you're recounting it to other people, how do you want to feel? What's the feeling that you imagine having yourself thinking of or filled with nostalgia about? And how can you start to tap into that right now? How can you maximize for that at your wedding? What boundaries do you need to create to make that possible? What help can you ask for from your bridal party, from your partner, from your family to help you protect your energy for this? Or if you need to delegate things to take things off your plate, this is the time to ask for help. This is the time to ask other people. They're delighted to be in your inner circle, to be able to help you on your special day. So once you get clear on that and how to kind of protect that energy and to optimize for that energy, and it's really great to be able to vocalize this to your husband too, then ask yourself, what is my deepest fear about my wedding? Maybe my fear is that I'll have anxiety about XYZ things, or these people will feel like they don't have people to talk to, or whatever it might be. Just writing out your anxieties. Why do you feel anxious about that? And then what can you do again to mitigate that? Is there someone you can ask support for? Is there something that you can delegate? Is there a mindset shift that you can have to mitigate that? And then also imagine, this is kind of a funny exercise, but imagine that did already come true, or that does happen. How could you be in the mindset where it wouldn't affect your day, where you would still deal with it, where you feel empowered to be okay, I'm not going to let this throw off my wedding. And so you put structures into place, you put the mindset into place ahead of time where you can take that nice sigh of relief and know that it's all going to be okay and that you don't want to have it distract too much attention from you. And again, if I could go back and do my wedding again, the biggest advice I would tell that Meredith is everything is going to be okay. Just enjoy the people who are there. Focus on who is there. Don't focus on who isn't there or who hasn't come up and talked to you or danced with you. Focus on who is and double down on the gratitude, the joy, the presence for everybody who is there. And also like make special moments and special times to come back and reconnect with your partner throughout the night. Those would be my things that I would tell to myself, even though like most of it ended up great, but even just to squeeze that much more juice out of it, that's what I would tell myself. And then being able to share these things with your partner ahead of time is super powerful. Also, one thing that we did after the wedding is 2 or 3 days after, we recorded a voice note. This was a recommendation given to us by a friend who had also recently been married. We recorded a voice note together, going through the entire weekend together, recounting all the funny stories, all the sentimental moments. And then we saved it to a Google Drive so we can have it when we're, much older to look back at and like hear the excitement, the texture, the details in our voices. Okay. With that being said, we'll get into a comfortable seat for a bridal meditation. This is going to be powerful. I'm excited for you on your special day. I'm excited to be spending it with you. So go ahead and close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, holding at the top, and then exhale everything out. Feeling your shoulders relax, your jaw relax, feeling your hips drop into the seat. Taking another deep breath in, pulling it up to the crown of your head, taking another sip of air. Squeeze everything in like you're squeezing in any last tension or resistance that needs to be released, and exhale, let it go, feeling it wash off of you, returning to soil, creating space for magic, for presence. Third and deepest breath in. Taking another sip of air, and then squeezing in all the excitement, the gratitude that this day that you've planned so much for is finally here, and exhale everything out. And as you return to this nice centered breath, this nice deep oceanic breath, letting your inhale come nice and slow through your nose and letting it kind of wash into this continuous exhale, like this beautiful oceanic breath, this beautiful dance. And starting to bring awareness to your root, to your hips, noticing your hips rooting into the earth, feeling already the foundation of support and love that's brought you to this day with your partner, with all the people that have helped you with your wedding, all the friends who have been there for you, feeling all of this anchor you into the present moment of what already is, feeling grateful for that. And as you anchor into that, allowing that to lift your spine even more, knowing that you have such a solid foundation and support network. Feeling it like golden light come up to your hips, your sense of sensuality and creativity, and feeling it awaken that sensuality and creativity, feeling sexy in your skin, all that you've done to prep for this day, feeling good in your body, feeling creative in how you've made this day uniquely your own, and feeling that awaken inside of you. And then from this place of rootedness in your root, swirling up to your hips, feel it swirl up to your navel, which is your seat of personal power, the thing that makes you you, the thing that you have protected and amplified this whole time to attract a partner who sees and loves that in you, to have attracted all the family and friends who have come because they love that energy in you, and feeling that sense of personal power emanate with this golden light. Your beautiful essence getting to shine through all the things that make you you, that are empowered to continue unfolding through this weekend, through this very memorable moment. Breathing that golden light from your navel all the way up to your heart space, your seat of connection to yourself and to others, feeling deeply connected to yourself in this moment, taking the time to center your energy, to be your best self, so you can give yourself the gift of fully enjoying this weekend, feeling that love and gratitude for yourself. And in your heart space, seeing your inner child who's dreamed of this day, who's been so excited for it, and sending them so much love. giving them a hug and asking them what they need to fully relax and enjoy this day with you. Trusting whatever they say that they need. Letting them know you love them no matter what. And then seeing the inner child of your partner. And having so much love and appreciation and gratitude for them. And seeing both of your inner children holding hands, getting to create so much love and joy and play together in this weekend and throughout the rest of your life. And as you feel the love emanate from both of you, starting in your heart space to see the faces of the other people who played such an important role in your relationship, sending them gratitude, seeing that gratitude spill over to their energy this weekend, the other people who you're grateful to be here to witness your love, feeling it spill over to them, sending them love, people who couldn't be there this weekend, but who you're still grateful for. Sending them love until it's like your whole weekend is couched in this golden light of love. And then from that place, you're able to breathe this golden light up into your throat, your Vishnuddha chakra, your chakra of your voice, being able to speak the words that you mean this weekend, to speak your original, excited, joyful conversations, deeply rooted in authenticity and presence, in your vows, in your connections with people in passing, feeling that golden light spill out of you into these future conversations, these future vows. Breathing that golden light into your third eye, up to the place between your eyebrows, your seat of your intuition. Feeling it activate like a little beautiful magical light bulb coming on, guiding you perfectly in each step, trusting everything is happening exactly as it's meant to, who you're meant to be speaking to, where you're supposed to be, allowing yourself to surrender into this deep trust of your intuition so you don't have to worry about anything, but rather trusting you are always in the perfect place. And then breathing up to the crown of your head, connecting you to the universal, connecting your energy to the energy of your guests, the venue, your partner, everything perfectly in harmony, perfectly swirled, everything elevating each other with you as that energetic set point. And as you feel this golden light light up through your root, your hips, your navel, your heart, your throat, your third eye, the crown of your head, lifting you higher, bringing a slight smile to your lips as you fully activate your highest self. And exhale, feeling this golden light wash down your crown, your third eye, your voice, your heart, your navel, your hips, out the root until your whole body feels covered in this golden light. And imagine the golden light extending even a layer further to become golden dust. Imagine it coating your partner, your wedding guests, creating this deep presence, this space for magic to unfold. And now envisioning going through your wedding from this centered place of inner confidence. And as you imagine going through your wedding with this inner confidence, just imagine those things that you might have felt anxious about or you're having resistance toward, and seeing them in your wedding, but seeing them not affect you. Almost like you're seeing them, but they're becoming smaller and smaller, like little specks. More so just opportunities as they happen for you to return to the present moment, for you to return to your trust, allowing for even deeper magic and gratitude to unfold. So as you see them unfold alongside your day, actually allowing them to just pass through you, and the anxiety or the tension, just breathing it up and out until they become smaller and smaller, like little dust specks. And it gives you even more and more confidence to handle anything that comes your way. Seeing yourself respond to them from your queen energy, from the energy of unshakable confidence. And as you respond to them, seeing how it brings you even closer to your partner and to other people in the wedding. And as those dust flecks slowly disappear and return into this alchemization of confidence, really getting to see your wedding play out from this place of just pure joy, just tapping into that feeling, not even getting hung up on details, but how will it feel to be fully expressed, fully in love, fully in deep presence, fully in flow, feeling yourself tap into that now. How do you show up with your partner and for your partner during this day? How do you communicate to each other? How does your presence in this vision elevate those around you? How do you lean into full trust and really feel and expand your heart's capacity to soak in all of this love? Expand your capacity for knowing what you deserve in all of this love and all of these good things. Like you're really soaking in the nutrients of every single moment of this weekend. And as you breathe into it, how does it ripple out beyond the weekend, setting the foundation up for your life in this new chapter of marriage? How does stepping into this weekend become this beautiful initiation for that? Seeing how it starts to ripple into other areas of your life beyond your wedding, where it forever alters your capacity for holding that deep love, holding that gratitude, holding that joy. And how you taking the time to do this in this meditation actually benefits, impacts, elevates others around you, both who have come to your wedding and beyond. Really feeling that love touching them, touching others, and feeling it expand you even more. And then imagine zooming out. Imagine zooming out and you see your 80-year-old self looking and reflecting back at this wedding, at this special weekend. Noticing her energy, her smile on her lips as she recounts all of these beautiful moments. The love she feels for her partner, for her friends, her family. And just noticing what she remembers, asking her what her highlights are. What are the most important things to her? Trusting whatever she says. And then asking her, what's one thing that you can release this weekend that's not important, that actually she won't remember later on? What's one thing that you can just release so you can make space? Now she tells you, imagine breathing it in. And as you exhale, imagine it leaving your head like white smoke, simply leaving, making space. And then asking her for a piece of wisdom for this weekend, going into this weekend. Maybe it's a mindset, a mantra, a word, something to remember to anchor into this joy, into this energy. What's one piece of advice she has for you? Trusting what she says, and then thanking her, giving her a hug, feeling the wisdom of your 80-year-old self. And as you open your eyes from the hug, you notice your inner child and also the you on the other side of your wedding. And not only do you notice them, but you notice your partner's inner child, your partner in the wedding energy, and your 80-year-old partner. All of you together, all of you holding hands, looking around at everyone, your inner children, you at your wedding, your elder self, knowing that you're exactly where you're meant to be and how grateful that you found each other, that you're sharing your love, that you're having your love witnessed, that you're around so much love, and there's nothing more for you to do but just to relax and enjoy and savor. And taking a deep breath of this in And exhale, letting it go, feeling it in your heart. Another deep breath in. And exhale, sending it out to the heart of your partner, feeling them anchor in this, feeling them soften, relax. And then a third and deepest breath in. And exhale, send this golden light to every wedding guest who's there and all the ones who couldn't be there. Imagine them feeling it, softening, opening, activating to this energy. And then when you're ready, you can slowly start to open your eyes to come back into this space. And as you come back into this space, just notice how you feel. Notice what feels really clear, true for you, or what that perfect piece of wisdom is for you to step into your wedding. And as you go into your special day, just remembering that everyone's here to see you, that you're here to celebrate and savor with your partner. And remember that piece of wisdom. How can you continue to embody that this weekend? And is there any support you can ask for from your husband, from other family or friends to help you do that? And that you can always come back to this meditative moment, to that word throughout the weekend. And my wish for you is that you savor every moment, that you feel the love that everybody has for you, and that it continues to expand your capacity of joy and love from here on out. Thank you so much for listening, and have an amazing wedding. Let me know how it goes. And if you have a friend who has a wedding, send them this meditation to anchor in their special day as well. Thank you all, and I will see you next week for more powerful stuff. Hey, you. Thank you for coming on this powerful journey with me. I hope it was as powerful for you as it was for me. And if it was, it would mean the world to me if you rate, review, and subscribe to Powerful Stuff so I can keep bringing you the goods. We can keep going on this transformative journey together. And if there's powerful stuff that you want to share with me, with the Powerful Stuff community, tag us on Instagram at That's Powerful Stuff or the Meredith Baker. And I look